That's the way I keep it, man. I get fly for me. I get high for me. Don't get it confused, cause you liking what you see. Don't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your boy has successfully and finally made it to Island 3 here in Roblox The Forge. This has been quite a journey in the past weekend. No, we cannot go over to the maze and deal any damage to any of those enemies over there. No, can we not deal any damage to the rocks in the Raven's Cave. But we're simply just gonna be very grateful that we made it to the Spider's Cave at least. We're able to deal damage over here to all of the spider enemies, and we're able to also deal damage to all of the rocks inside of the Spider's Cave. Specifically speaking, you have the icy pebble, the icy rock, and these two icy boulders that I happen to be farming right now. I am very happy to be here. It took me quite some time, but it was worth the grind nonetheless to speak. We also updated our armor and our weapons. Take a look at my leggings here. Dark Knight leggings. We have a little special ability, and it says here it deals 1.2% of max health as an AoE attack. So that means I can literally stand here and farm as long as I want, and I'll be dealing damage back to the enemies just in case if they do tend to spawn over here. One thing about AFK zones is that people love to run past the enemies and then bring them next to AFK players. So make sure that you have basically a good set of armor that can deal some damage back to the enemies, and also make sure that you're tanky in your builds. Right now we're at mid-game levels, so everything that you guys are going to see, obviously you're going to have better stuff because you're way better than me, but this right here is pretty damn good for a mid-game level player. Take a look at my helmet. We're getting some shield action over here. We got some extra vitality, 5% extra health, and we're also getting 5% on our movement speed, which is really, really good. Now, we're also discovering some new ores, so I'm interested in knowing what to do with these ores that I'm discovering. We got Velchire, we got Sanctus, we got Frost Fossil. There's a lot of good, interesting legendaries and epic ores that I have in my inventory, and I want to know exactly what should I do with them. So comment down below and let a brother know, you feel me? I have a sword that is made entirely out of eyesight. Oh, not eyesight, excuse me, we sold that one. We have a sword that is completely made out of snowite, and this sword is not only just bringing some crazy fast attack speed, but it's pretty solid with 103.34 base damage. With some upgrades, we're sitting at 124. We also have a rune attached as well. And take a look at these abilities. We're freezing enemies. We're stunning them here at a 16% chance. And of course, we're getting an increase in our attack speed and our movement speed as well. And then to tie everything together, we got our chest plate. Now, our chest plate is different from our head and our leggings, and that's because of an accident. Basically, we accidentally crafted one of the best armor pieces in the game, and that's the wolf chest plate right there. Let me go ahead and farm these down just in case somebody thinks that I'm AFK and they can steal my rocks. No, these are mine. I'm so evil and so happy at the same exact time. It's very, very weird. Emotions run high in this game. I cannot lie to you guys. Imagine being in the second island and everybody keeps telling you how super OP Island 3 is. Everyone keeps making these videos about all of these recipes that they're making with all of the things that they're getting from Island 3. Now I get to be a part of that. So yeah, my emotions are definitely at an all-time high right now. But take a look at this chest plate here. 184 as a base. With some upgrades, we're over 200 on our defense for our chest plate. By the way, 83% on the forging. We can still do relatively better, but this is as good as it's going to get for a mid-game player. And then when you take a look at the sell value, when I sell these back, these things are going to be giving me a whole lot more money. And it's kind of crazy. That's how the game is fixed. You have to literally craft chest plates, heavy armor in order to make a living in this game, you know? Selling ores and selling your runes, it's not really worth it, honestly, unless they buff it. because I tried to sell some of my legendary pieces and it just got me like maybe like 2,000 at max. So I'm curious to know, what do you guys do when you're trying to make money? Do you often just craft chest plates and leggings and sell them? Or do you go about, just selling your ores? Let me know down in the comment section below. But let's take a look at our stash here before we end off the video. So this is what I'm working with right now. Bunch of Velchire, bunch of Sanctus, bunch of Mithrils in here, a bunch of epics. We got this Tide Carve. We got a couple Snow White, couple of Eyesights. We used 2 of them already. We didn't get successful in creating what we wanted, but we used it and we had it. We got some Rivalite here. Some Frost Fossil, as I mentioned. So what do you guys think is good to use for forging weapons or forging armor? We also got the Prismatic Heart. Now I'm confused as to why the legendaries, they all have different multipliers, because this one is really hard to get, but it's only sitting at 5.5. When you compare that to Snow White is 8x. So it's like, which one is really worth it in the end, And what do I even use this Prismatic Heart for? Do I use it for a weapon or do I use it for armor? I'm really confused, but I'm happy that I got it. Now, in order to get the Prismatic Heart, you need to defeat the Prismarine Spider, which can be found at the back of the Spider Cave. I was able to defeat it courtesy of 2 other players that were AFK swinging. And they told me before they went AFK the location of where it was at, so I just followed them there. They turned on their auto clickers and they said, listen, just click away, we'll help you defeat it, and you'll get some prismatic hearts, and you'll also get some really good essences from here as well. So I followed their instructions and boom, I was a proud owner of 2 prismatic hearts and a bunch of essences that I could use for upgrading my armor and of course my weapon. So yeah, that's my progress that I made over the past week. We did get a chance to do a couple of Santa quests before he was removed on Sunday. So basically all we did was we did the mining quest because that's all we were able to do. We also had the enemies quest as well, defeating the spiderlings that are up here. So I managed to take care of those, got a couple tickets, and then I just used the tickets on the totems because I couldn't afford the blueprints and I couldn't afford to get the pickaxes. And I'm very, very upset about that because those pickaxes would have came in handy, specifically that very, very strong one at the very bottom of the shop. I would have loved to use that to been able to one-shot a lot of these rocks that are in here. Well, not specifically saying one shot, but I wouldn't have been, spending so much time swinging because the pickaxe was pretty overpowered for a mid-level game pickaxe. I'm hoping the next event that they add to the game, I hope that they put it on all islands so that way all players can experience, the event itself, because they put Christmas on the 3rd island, which is the highest island. So how do you expect us to get there and experience the event if you're going to place it at the highest and hardest island to get at? It really doesn't make any sense, but in a way it makes sense because they don't want the game to be super easy. Just imagine if I was at Island 1 and I had a Christmas pickaxe. I could destroy everything in Island 1, right? So it makes somewhat sense, but if you think about it the way that I think about it, you'll understand basically. There is, I want to say, maybe during the making of this video the code could be expired, but try using the code RAVEN. That might get you guys some rerolls, and I do believe it might get you the brand new potion, which can be found at the maze. It's called the Fungi Potion. Now, the only reason why I didn't get a chance to go to the maze is because you need coinite to go across the water. There is some glitches that people are trying to use in order to get across for free. I wouldn't recommend using those glitches because there's a chance that the devs could, see you doing that and possibly ban you for such and such. So just take it with a huge grain of salt. Some people are using it. Some people are, successfully going back and forth. But I would say just grind and try to get the coinite. Don't go about doing glitches. You never know. It could be, penalizing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to hit up the comment section with your thoughts and or opinions, your tips and tricks that could help me, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're brand new here watching for the very first time. We're 50 subs away from our next milestone goal, which is 2,000. Thank you guys so very much for all the love and continuous support. Those of you that show up to live streams, you know who you are. I very much appreciate you. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, peace.
Tryna make my mama proud of me.
I hope my mama proud of me,
Cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream.
I know my mama died of me, salute me, nasty down with me.
Now two bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry.
Who this guy gotta be? Do numbers like the lottery. The coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot as me.
And if I spring up, bet my nigga on the side of me, ready for a war.